Hey guys! So, let's talk about coffee and let's talk about cafes. Japan is really well known for interesting and fun and crazy themed cafes. Unfortunately, Sendai does not have these type of cafes. The cafes we do have are still really cute, but they are not like Studio Ghibli or Pokemon or any of those. We don't have any like themed fun cafes. So instead, today I'm going to show you around some of my favorite cafes in Sendai, and I hope you enjoy. Let's go! Talk a little more about the cafes and the last store, which was a bonus. So the cafes that I went to, the first one is called Flat White Coffee. It's kind of special. They do specialty drinks and they grind all of their coffee in-house, and it's a long process, but everything's essentially done by hand. What I had there was the tiramisu and a mocha. It's also tucked away in an alley, but I will link all of the places down below, if not just an article, then its location if at all possible. The second place that I went to is called Cafe Mugi. They're really well known for their muffins, which you saw. They bake them multiple times a day to ensure that their customers get very fresh muffins, and on top of that they offer different flavors pretty frequently. So there's a good chance you could go one week and they would have one lineup of muffins available, and the next week it would be something completely different. When I went, I got a cafe latte, and I got a raspberry cream cheese muffin, and they were really delicious. When I went to leave, I decided to get a to-go of their matcha and chocolate muffin, and it was also wonderful. So I think that you probably couldn't go wrong with any muffin that you buy there. To get to Cafe Mugi, you have to ride the Tozai line, or you can walk from downtown. It's really not that far, maybe 10 minutes. So both of these cafes are really popular. There's a good chance that if you went at any time of the day, they would be pretty much packed. They do have signs on the tables to promote social distancing. A lot of restaurants are doing the same thing. Especially if you can like pick your spot. The staff at both of these cafes are incredibly kind. They don't make you feel uncomfortable, they're super helpful. If you need anything, they're literally there to help you, and it's a very welcoming environment. Even if you don't speak Japanese, I don't think you would have much of an issue at either of these locations. Flat White Coffee does offer a bit more in terms of the staff being able to speak a good bit of English, but for Cafe Mugi, if you have a translator on your phone, they will also have access to a translator via their own phones. So they're going to be able to help you, and they're going to welcome you back every time you go. Our bonus location is called Ocha no Igeta, and it's kind of special. The shop has been in the same main location. It hasn't moved since 1920. It is kind of like a specialty tea shop, but they do also offer sweets. Whenever you go in, they will likely give you a tiny, it's probably like, yeah, like this big, very tiny cup of tea. And whenever you check out, they also give you another cup of tea. I'm not sure why. I love it. It makes me very happy, especially considering how hot it is in that store every single time I go. But they offer hundreds of teas, and a lot of them are seasonal. I went last week and they still had some of their summer stuff available, but whenever I went this week, it had switched entirely to fall. So that's another thing that you should keep in mind whenever you come to Japan, is that things are very seasonal. So if you see them in a store and you think, oh, I'd really like to try that, you should probably buy it, because there's a good chance it's not going to be available the next time you go. And also, I got a whole lot of snacks. I want to try some of these with you, but I'll show you them a little more up close. So, let's get into it. So first are these little Sendai momiji. I'm not sure why it comes on a stick, but we're going to find out. Okay. So this is the momiji senbei. It kind of smells like just a cookie. Yep. It kind of just tastes like a cookie. Not overwhelmingly like a cookie, but it's a little different from that, but it is very delicious. So next I got this hazelnut daifuku. It says that it is a cream covered in chestnut bean jam, and then it's wrapped in essentially mochi. So let's give it a go. Oh, that's cute. What's so tiny? Soft. It's very soft. Let's give it a go. Trying to make it, I tried to make it so you could see the inside, but it's the cream and then the brown is the chestnut jam. And so the store that I showed last, Ocho no Igeta, specializes in like specialty treats for Zunda, so you can get Zunda shakes there and Zunda ice cream, and you can get sets of like green tea and Zunda parfaits. Like they have the whole experience if you really want to try Zunda, and it's very good. I do suggest it, but we're going to try the last one now, which is Zunda mochi. Yay, Zunda mochi. Let's go. So the packaging looks like this. It looks essentially like the outer wrapper that you saw. And again, it looks very similar to the hazelnut. It's a little more, it's a little more round. It looks like this on the inside. My camera won't focus, but it's essentially just green on the inside. But it is very good, and if you try anything from Sendai, I think it should be Zunda because it's my favorite. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed exploring a little bit of Sendai with me, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!